Hi, I'm Angela, a 30-year-old. When I first met my mother-in-law, Mary, she said, "You will never be as important as me to Cole. He will always choose me over you. Don't expect anything else from him." I was extremely embarrassed and hurt by her behavior. She kept insulting me, calling me worthless, and said, "I don't know how my son could choose a girl like you. No one deserves my baby. He's just mine. Cole is the best kid ever and loves his mom. You're just a temporary person in his life." I replied, "I know he is your favorite son, Mary. I also know he loves you a lot because you are his mother. I can't replace you. I'm just trying to be a good partner to him. You don't have to see me as competition. I want us to have a relationship." Mary responded, "You can never be my competition. Besides, you are only here for a while, so don't get carried away. He will dump you sooner or later." Mary's rudeness really shocked me. My boyfriend, Cole, is nothing like her. He is super kind and caring. It was painful to experience this because I would never ask Cole to choose me over his mom. I lost my parents when I was young, so I understand how important parents are. Cole has always been loving towards me, and he holds his mother in high regard. His father, Billy, divorced Mary when they were kids, and Cole has some resentment towards him. He prefers his mom over everyone else, believing she sacrificed a lot to raise him. Cole once told me, "All my ex-girlfriends hated my mom. I have no idea why. She's a little dependent on me because she never married again. She spends a lot of time taking care of us and expects a lot of emotional support from her kids." I said, "She sounds like a great person, especially since you speak so highly of her. She also raised such a fine man like you. I already hold her in high regard." Cole replied, "See, at least you consider that. I don't know why no one else could tolerate her. We have to be compassionate. I can't just leave her like Dad did." I agreed, "Cole, I'm sure they had their reasons, but you're right. You can't just drop your mom for anyone." In the future, I would end up being one of those girls who disliked his mother, making things difficult for him. His siblings, Dean and Tamara, tried to warn me when I met them. They were very warm and understanding, unlike Mary. I was confused about how Cole and his siblings turned out so nice with Mary as their mom. Dean and Tamara explained, "Angela, we know you've met our mother. You don't have to pretend to like her. We don't worship her like Cole does. He can be a little too naive when it comes to mom." They clarified, "Yeah, I mean mom did raise us, but she wasn't exactly a great parent, although Cole might think otherwise. I think Mary didn't like me very much. I tried my best to reassure her, but she seemed firm in her judgment of me." "I'm sorry you had to go through that," Dean said. "I just hope she didn't say anything overly hurtful." "Look, I don't know if Cole told you, but she's always been this way towards his girlfriends," Tamara added. "I actually have a lot of stories to tell. Yeah, she had a habit of chasing them away. Mom just can't take it when Cole and me give attention to someone other than her. She thinks that just because she chose not to date, she's entitled to all our time and attention. Angela, we really like you, so take this as a warning. Cole can be very dense when it comes to mom. He takes her side most of the time, and we know it has cost him many relationships. Don't let mom win this time. You were perfect for Cole." I don't know, guys. It feels very weird to compete with his mother. I don't have my parents anymore, so I feel bad for Mary. I don't want to take Cole away from her. Believe me, Angela, he really needs to be away from her. Otherwise, he will never be happy, Dean said. Dean and Tamara gave me some good insight into what my relationship with Cole might become. It was true that Cole spent a lot of time with his mother. He often canceled dates to be with her. Mary also called him over for every minor inconvenience. She never worked and was still getting alimony from Billy. I met Billy a long time after I met Mary and the siblings. Billy seemed to be more like Cole and the siblings, and it was easy to see why he had to divorce Mary. I never had a problem with Cole canceling dates for Mary if there was a genuine emergency. However, his constant catering to her wore me down. Dean and Tamara's words kept ringing in my head, and I knew it was time to sit down and have a conversation with Cole. I said to him, "Cole, I like that you take care of your mother so much, but you're starting to neglect me. This month, you have canceled all our dates just to be with her. It's getting annoying. You know mom relies on me a lot. Dean and Tamara don't bother to visit anymore, so I'm the only one who has to help." Cole replied, "I can understand if she needs your help or if there's an emergency, but you canceled our dates for no reason. You don't have to run to her when she is slightly bored." "Well, she is my mom and doesn't have anyone else. Do you expect me to drop her when I'm with you?" "I'm not saying that, Cole. I just want you to start thinking about which visits are important and which are not. No matter how much I tried to make him understand, Cole never agreed with my reasoning. However, he did promise to make it up to me. I was pretty miffed but didn't complain because he was trying his best. Slowly, I was starting to realize why none of his exes liked Mary. She was unbearable. Every time I was with Cole, she would try to get his attention. When she realized I was more permanent than she thought, she started to become more demanding. It all came to a head when Cole proposed to me. I obviously said yes because I loved him. He was the man of my dreams and exactly everything I wanted. Both Cole and I were over the moon. We decided to invite his family for dinner to announce our engagement. Cole happily called his family and asked them to come over. Billy was the first one who came. He was super excited for us and gave us his heartiest congratulations. Dean and Tamara also came early and were extremely excited for the wedding. But when Mary walked in and saw the ring on my finger, she just flipped out. Cole, am I seeing things? Did you propose to her? Yes, Mom. I popped the question yesterday. She said yes. I asked everyone to dinner to announce the engagement. You have to be kidding me. What is wrong with you, Cole? You were too young to settle down with whoever you find on the street. You didn't even consult me before asking her. Mom, what are you saying? You always knew I was going to propose to her. But I never gave you permission. How dare you propose without asking me? Why did you spend so much money on the ring? This stupid girl doesn't deserve anything so expensive. Angela, are you happy now that you have taken away my boy? Mary, what are you saying? You should be happy for us. We love each other and you are my family as well now. Mary, calm down. It's natural Cole would settle down with Angela. She is a great girlfriend, and we all knew the engagement was coming. Stop making a scene. This is ridiculous. Cole doesn't need your permission to marry. He's old enough to make his own decisions. Mary just wouldn't listen to anyone. She kept screaming at us and calling us names. Some of the things she said about me were downright nasty, things I can't even repeat here. Cole was pretty stunned throughout the whole debacle and didn't say much. It was just Mary screaming while the rest of us tried to calm her down. After a while of screaming and crying at us, Mary left. The rest of us decided to sit for dinner so that the food wouldn't go to waste. Before everyone left, Tamara pulled me aside and said, Angela, I think it's time you set some boundaries with Mom. She called you horrible things in front of us. Tamara, I think I've had enough. I tried so hard to make her like me, but I won't do that anymore. She has disrespected me a lot today, and I won't put up with this anymore. I hope Cole understands. Hold your ground. If he loves you and wants you, he'll listen. After everyone left, Cole and I cleaned up and then I signaled him to the living room. It was time to put some boundaries between us and Mary. I sat him down and said, Mary was horrible to us today. I think we can agree on that. She overreacted a little. I guess I shouldn't have sprung this on her. If only I had discussed this with her. Cole, you are a grown man and don't have to discuss these things with your mom. Why are you still defending her? Didn't you hear what she said about me? Are you okay with that? Of course not, Angela. I'm not okay with that. But it's just that she has never behaved this way before. Trust me, Cole, she has done this before. Every time you were away, Mary used to berate me and call me names. She is obsessed with you. Can't you see that? What are you saying, Angela? My mom has been talking about you all this while. Why didn't you tell me before? Because you have a habit of defending her every time. Look, I know she's your mom and you want her in your life, but I'm going to have low contact with her. You need to rethink your actions and stop catering to her demands all the time. We discussed the problems with Mary, and Cole agreed to set up boundaries. I was happy that he was finally starting to see through Mary's toxic ways. However, he still held her dear and refused to criticize her for anything. Thankfully, he went over to talk to Mary and told her to stay away from me. Wedding planning was equally exhausting with Mary creating trouble. She even went as far as to change the decorations and try to cancel the venue. My maid of honor had the foresight to install passwords so that only Cole and I could make changes. When we were informed about Mary's meddling, I was furious. However, Cole tried to play it down and promised to handle Mary on his own. Things were pretty tense between us as well. Mary absolutely lost it when she found out we bought a house together. Cole and I found our dream house, and Billy offered to help with the down payment. We bought it immediately and put both our names on it. Mary didn't like this at all. She even called Cole and berated him for ignoring her wishes and getting a house with me. Mary wanted Cole to live with her once her lease was up and didn't want him to spend money on a house with me. The wedding itself was uneventful since Mary was given a stern talking to by Cole. My bridesmaids and maid of honor also kept an eye on her so that she couldn't mess things up. However, things went south when we went on our honeymoon. One night, we got a call from Mary. She said, "Cole, I have been in an accident. I'm at the hospital. The doctors are saying that I have become paralyzed. I need you right now." "What? Where are you, Mom? Tell me the name of the hospital. We will come back immediately. You should have called me sooner." "I didn't want to spoil your honeymoon. I knew Angela would not let you come back." "Don't worry, I will get discharged tomorrow, but how will I manage on my own? I can't even move. There's no one to take care of me." "Don't worry, Mom. You can stay with us. I'll take care of you. I'm sure Angela is okay with this. I'll come to get you when I return. Take care of yourself." Cole quickly called his siblings and Billy as well. However, they were pretty confused by the whole deal. They didn't even know Mary had an accident. Apparently, when they called her up, she forbade them from visiting her in the hospital. Cole was upset and said that Mary was mad at everyone for abandoning her. He also felt bad for neglecting her the previous year, so he decided to end our honeymoon there. There was nothing I could do. When we went back, Mary was already at her house. She was in a wheelchair and started to cry when she saw Cole and me. Cole assured her that he would never abandon her again. This time, he never even asked me anything. Mary also kept giving me weird looks and making snide comments about how I couldn't keep Cole away from her. I stayed quiet because there was no point in attacking her when she was hurt. One thing was definitely bothering me. Mary never showed us any medical documents or doctor's notes. She even refused to say which hospital she had been to. Cole ignored those red flags and simply told me to leave her alone. When we took her to our house, Mary said, "Son, you seriously can't think about putting me in a guest room. It would be so uncomfortable. It would be better if I get the master bedroom. Your room is so much bigger and has all my needs. I'm so sick right now. I need comfort." "Of course, Mom. If you think the master bedroom will be better, you can stay there. We won't mind. I just want you to be comfortable right now." "Thank you so much, Cole. I hope Angela is not mad at me. You guys didn't even get to enjoy your new room first. I can stay in the guest room if she wants. Who cares if I'm uncomfortable?" "You can stay in the master bedroom, Mary. I never objected to it." Mary just looked at me and smirked. She was clearly enjoying the fact that Cole was paying attention to her. Cole never discussed anything with me before giving in to his mother's demands. He kept blaming himself for not being there for her. Dean and Tamara were also very weirded out by the situation. Everything seemed too suspicious for us. I left it alone because I didn't want Cole to get the wrong idea. Things went pretty much downhill after that. Mary monopolized Cole's time. After coming home from work, she called him to her room and kept him there till dinner. Even at dinner, Mary insisted Cole eat with her. I was left to eat alone in the kitchen. It was like Cole never had time for me. Mary also ordered me around when I was home. If I told her no, she would call Cole and cry to him. Cole and I often argued because he wanted me to do more, but I was starting to hit rock bottom with him. My suspicions about Mary's health never went away, so I decided to keep an eye on her. One thing that Mary never knew was that we had cameras in the master bedroom. It was in place so we could keep track of things if they went missing. Neither I nor Cole told her about it. One day, when I was in the office, I decided to look at the recorded videos. Lo and behold, it was Mary walking perfectly fine and looking through all the drawers and cabinets in our room. I was shocked. Sure, I had my suspicions, but I didn't know Mary would do something like this. After finding the truth, I decided to wait before confronting her. Cole and I were still arguing, and I didn't want to piss him off anymore, so I bided my time and waited for the right moment. The perfect time was just about to come. About 4 months after Mary moved in, she told us that we needed to talk. We went to her room and waited for her to begin. She said, "You guys know that I've been going to the doctor with my friend. Today the doctor said that he can fix me, however, it would take a lot of money to do it." "That's great news, Mom. I'm sure this treatment will help you get better." "Yes, but you know I don't have that much money, so I was wondering if you can help me out." "We will be happy to help, Mary, but we don't have that much money lying around." "Don't be selfish, Angela. You have this house. If you sell it now, the money will be enough for the treatment. You can just move in with me and stay there after that." "Mom, it's a big decision to make. We want you to get better, but I can't believe this. My own son doesn't want to help me." "Okay, then go ahead and kick me out. I would rather die in the street than stay here any longer." "Mom, don't say that. We'll figure something out. Just give me time." "No. Just sell this damn house. You don't need such a big house anyway. Angela doesn't get to live in a big house while I rot away in a small one. Sell the house and give me the money. Mom, calm down. We will find a way. Just let me think about it. Mary just kept accusing Cole of not loving her. She was so intense that Cole was on the verge of tears. He was almost ready to sell the house for her. That's when I decided it was enough. Stop it, Mary. Why are you pressuring him like this? I know you're not sick at all. Your paralysis is a lie. Stop this nonsense now. We are not selling the house for you. Oh my, Angela, what is wrong with you? Why would you say something like that? Because it's true. Cole, I know you think I am insane, but Mary has been lying to us. Do you remember the cameras we had in the master bedroom? Yes, what about them? I checked them a few days back. Mary's just fine. She's acting like she's paralyzed. Here's a compiled video of her moving around just fine. I gave Cole my phone to see the evidence. Mary went white as a ghost. She was trying to prevent Cole from seeing the video. She knew I had caught her in the act. After watching the videos carefully, Cole said, "What the hell is this, Mom? You were acting all this time. Why would you do that?" "It's not my fault, Cole. You have been drifting away from me. There was nothing else I could do. Angela doesn't deserve all the money and attention you give her. I should be a priority, not her." "Of course Angela is my priority. She's my freaking wife. I would always be there for you when you need me, but you were getting overwhelming for us." "How can you say that? I am your mother. You have to sell this house and move in with me. I had to act like a worthless disabled person to gain your attention. I deserve something for going through this nonsense." "You are not entitled to this house, Mary. You should be grateful we haven't kicked you out instantly." "Mom, you need to leave. I don't want to see your face right now. I need to be away from you." Mary kept crying and screaming that Cole was abandoning her again. However, this time Cole wasn't giving in to her. Next, she started to attack me verbally. The insults she threw at me were vile. She even brought up my dead parents to insult me. Cole had enough and threatened to call the police if she didn't leave. She went back to her house but kept calling repeatedly. Cole and I had some serious talks, and he apologized for being so naive about his mom. We discussed her awful behavior and decided that it was time for no contact. Even his siblings and Billy were horrified by what happened. They were also contemplating going no contact with her. Mary kept pestering us with calls for months. However, for now, she has gotten the hint and is staying away. We might consider establishing a relationship if she gets therapy and tries to be better, but for now, she is staying far away from us.